What do you make of, not just, what was your thought process when it came to come to Buffalo?
Really, I just wanted to be in a place where I'd have more opportunities, and this seemed like the place for me to be.
How much did Josh Allen's presence influence that, and what did you make of his season, whatever you saw of it last year, and what he might be able to do going forward?
Quarterback was definitely a big factor. He definitely has a lot of arm talent and ability. I'm just happy to be here and help him do his thing.
Hey, in today's NFL, it seems like the slot receiver has really become a key position, much more than it ever has been. Give us your perspective, since you are that guy. In your 7 years, have you seen that position maybe evolve a bit?
There's definitely a lot more guys that are doing that now for teams, and I think teams are starting to realize, how successful those type of guys can be at creating space and creating easy opportunities to find a target for a first down. And I've been able to use my quickness to get open, and I'm going to continue to do so.
Did you know, obviously you're hearing from your agent, who's interested. Did you know much about Brian Dable and the offense here, and what do you think of how that fits you?
I knew a little bit, as we went, and we found out which teams were interested. We do our own little personal background checks, if you will, and so to see if the place would be a good fit or not, and this was definitely one of those places that would have been a good fit, and one that we kept our eyes on. So I'm just really excited to be here and have this opportunity to play an offense like that.
What do you make of not just your addition, but just how this team has bolstered, upgraded positions with yourself, with John Brown, with the offensive line? What do you make of the additions, the immediate additions this team has made?
Well, it shows that they really care about winning here, and they're trying to make the things happen that they need to move forward. And I'm just happy to be a part of that, and I just want to do my part and do whatever I can to help take that step forward. And
you had an interesting engagement with somebody on the Twitter, because fans, the perception out there is why go to Buffalo?
Right. Yeah. I'm just having fun with fans on Twitter. They talk at me a little bit, so sometimes I can get a little chippy and talk back. Even maybe I shouldn't at times, but it's just all fun, really.
Have you thought about, you're going from, Dallas is obviously one of the premier franchises in this league.
Right.
They're in a different stratosphere with most teams coming to Buffalo, which has probably always been considered on the far other end of the spectrum. Have you thought about the difference that you're going to be dealing with opposed to where you were?
I actually think the difference is better for me. It's a better fit for me and my family, and we don't really need the big city and stuff like that. When we live in Dallas, we live out in Prosper. There's not much out there. We're kind of away, and I just enjoy being with my family no matter where it's at. And they said there's hunting around here, so I'm down.
Speaking of fans, you got a chance to interact with some of them at the airport. And, what are your first impressions of Buffalo and the fan base?
Well, it was pretty exciting and awesome to show up to the airport and have wings waiting for me. I was really hungry, and I don't know if we would have got any food other than that. So I was really excited to meet those guys, and I was really excited to see that the fans were excited about me coming here. So it's always a good feeling when you have that support.
You said that Josh Allen played a role in you coming here. The perception nationally around the league, isn't always the best of him. So what specifically impressed you about him?
Film. You can see it. It doesn't matter what people say. You can tell what a guy's about by watching him play. I've seen clips of him. I've seen him do things with his legs and the way he throws the ball. And so I just want to come here and help him as much as I can.
Work going around as you felt underutilized in Dallas. How excited are you to get more opportunities here in Buffalo?
Super excited. That's really the main reason why I came here. Everybody makes a big deal of money. Money's important, but really I just wanted opportunities, man. I felt like I could do more, and I wanted to be in that position. I feel like this is the place for that.
You mentioned earlier that on social media sometimes you may say things that you kind of would like to walk back. You know, earlier this offseason, you made a comment about the Dallas front office sort of dictating where the ball went. Is that one of those comments, and is that something that you feel like in the future you need to shy away from? That stuff?
That was just me answering a question honestly that a fan asked me, and you know, I don't really. I mean, I still feel like it's the truth, you know, but maybe I shouldn't have said it just because of the attention it brought, you know. And I'm not a guy that wants and needs a ton of attention, but you know, and I also got to understand, you know, where I'm at professionally, and you know, maybe all that attention isn't. I shouldn't bring. I should just hold back from saying those things to get away from that.
The Bills really need a primary slot receiver. I mean, was that part of their pitch to you? I mean, did you sense that?
Yes, a little bit. I mean, for what they do on offense, you know, for it to work, you need a slot receiver, and it's from what it sounded like. I mean, there's no promises that have been made, but it sounded like I could be a contributor early. So that was really all I wanted with any team that I went to, and that's why I came here.
Was there, as it came down to it, after the first, you know, few hours of free agency, what did it come down to? Was there a couple teams?
Yeah, there were
in your eyes, or two or three, or what, who was it?
There was a lot early, and then as slots started going off the board, you know, those two teams that I got, those two guys obviously were off. It was a battle between here in New England and Dallas, obviously. So.
Has Josh Allen reached out to you?
Yes, he has. He was the first person I talked to after coming here. So, good dude. He was getting some guys together. So, I'm just excited to get to work with him, man. Really pumped.
John Brown said the same thing, that Josh was the first person that he heard from too. For a young quarterback to be that outgoing with you know, new receivers, what does it say about him and maybe his leadership?
Well, I love that, man. It's just the willingness to get better and work. You know, you can always get better no matter what stage you are in your career. And you can tell. I could hear it in his voice through the phone. He was very eager and hungry to get better, and he wants to do this thing the right way and turn this thing around.
What about your music and rap career? How did that start, and where's it going?
Really, it's been something that I just love to do. It probably started middle school or high school, just having fun with my friends. Really didn't start recording music until college. It takes a little money to do that, so just been having fun with it, and it's been something I've enjoyed, you know, my entire life. Really, if I could make every type of music, I would. So not just rap.
Probably your favorite artist.
It's hard to have a few. So, say Kendrick Lamar. I'm a rock guy too. Metallica. My son loves Metallica. My son's a big rocker. He's not really into the rap stuff, but
Good for him.
yeah, for sure.
That him over there?
No, I have two more. That's my newborn. I have 3 kids. He's my 4-year-old. We left him at home. He's too crazy tearing this place up right now.
All right, feel good?